Welcome back to She Became Me Live, and I am Tina Rogers, and my co-hosts are
I'm Ronieka,
Yalonda.
Okay, and today, guys, our guest is Treva Schuler, and Treva is here with us to share with some of her business endeavors that she has, and she's going to give you some information how you can contact her if you guys are in need of the services that she's providing. So let's welcome Treva.
Welcome, Treva.
So, Treva, first of all, just kind of let our audience know what type of business and services that you provide or offer that they may be able to use.
Well, we have a general contracting company, and we've been in business for, you could say, plus 20 years.
Oh, okay.
It started with my mother. She said, I'm tired, I'm done. Gave it to me.
Okay.
So the business, we started off as a cleaning company.
Okay.
So we do the cleaning company, and I'm OCD, so that just fit in so perfect. So I'm like, okay, I get paid for things I like to do.
Right,
Let me go clean.
Right.
So, and then my husband now, he had a contracting company where he did flooring.
Oh, okay.
So we combined both of our businesses
Oh, okay.
as when we was friends, because we was friends for 18 years before we got married.
Oh, wow.
So we
Okay.
combined it, both of our businesses. Now we do rehab. So it's from start to finish of rehabbing burnt homes,
Oh,
bank
okay.
owned, repos. So we go in there and we paint, flooring, drywall, damage,
Okay.
cleaning, and then give the person the opportunity to move into their home.
Oh, okay.
So,
great.
so it's just basically getting it ready for somebody to move in.
What are some of the other type of janitorial contracts that you guys have?
Well, we have several from the banks. We have
Okay.
a couple of bank owns where like foreclosure. So we work for a third party, which is a bank.
Okay.
Then we also have a contract company with a senior community. And then we also have another contract. So with a fencing company, no, they do a sign shop.
Oh, okay.
So that's where we started off with that.
Okay.
So we just kind of we got out of the concept of contracts, and we've been trying to push ourselves into helping people get their homes redone at an affordable price.
Okay.
Instead of, charging them, $5,000-$6,000 for AC, when really we put it in, we can get it in there for them for $1,200.
Okay.
So our goal is not to rob people and to show them, that you're paying for these people's name and their overhead.
Okay.
We don't have a big overhead.
Right.
So we're not into people's pockets.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm sure a lot of people, that homeowners, definitely would like to contact you guys, and they have these type of services that they may need. So, so how did you? I know you said your mom started the business and passed it on to you.
Yes.
And how long have you been doing that service?
I've been doing this for 20 years.
Oh, okay.
I started, 25 years, because
Okay.
my mother started me when I was 15.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So she put me in that, where I was the one that was doing her books. I was the one making her flyers. I was the one getting that information out there. So then when I turned 18, then I started working for her, as far as physically in there cleaning and helping with everything.
Okay.
That's great.
What has been some of the hurdles as an African American woman in business? Some hurdles that you've had to overcome to get to where you are?
Running a business with your husband.
That's the hurdle.
That's the biggest hurdle. But that, and then not only that, but we had a contract with a dermatology company, and we had no complaints, no anything. We went in, and I'm trying to now show my kids and try to push them. So we're basically making that foundation for them to start taking over. And they had to experience hands-on too. So we went into the dermatology company and never had a complaint, nothing in the handbook that I keep there to let them know, hey, any issues, any of your workers see anything, let us know. They found out we was African-American company. Within 30 days, we got a notice. And then they started complaining about everything.
Wow.
And I'm like, no. So then we started video time, explaining to my kids, now since they know we're African-American owned, now you're gonna have to cover yourself.
So you feel like you was targeted
So
for
we was
that
targeted.
reason and lost the contract.
Yes.
Okay.
But as time went on, it was a blessing.
Right.
And I went to the post office, got my little notice, because they signed, sent me a signature page to sign saying they was gonna lose my contract. When I went and picked that up, they just looked at me and was like, okay, I never seen somebody doing a holy dance in the post office on the sign notice. It became stressful.
Yes.
So it was a blessing to let it go. And so now I'm teaching my kids, all money is not good money.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it. That's right.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't
That's a great lesson to teach.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
That's good. And so you mentioned, that you, before physically starting working with the business, that you did the books, you did flyers. So what sticks out to me, you learned, some accounting. You were in the marketing space. What advice do you give, for entrepreneurs in building skills and step by step that it is, and I believe it is important to know all aspects of the
That's
business.
right.
You may not be the expert in all of them, but when you're getting started, how important is that?
Well, I think it's very important, and it was important to me because as a young mother, I didn't really know where I was going, but I caught myself going from human resource, 3 years, management, 3 years, accounting, 3 years. And I'm like, okay, so I have all this experience, but still did not know where to go. And now I'm a property manager. So all those skills that I had, now they done combined into one.
That's good.
And I'm managing a senior community for 62 and up nonprofit.
Okay.
Wow.
So, and I've been there for 10 years and love it. I wake up and it's to the point where I don't think about I had to have this job to pay bills. I wake up and I'm there.
You enjoy it.
I enjoy it.
That's
So
good.
you have to basically enjoy what you're doing because it's not going to make
Then it's no longer work. If
It's
you're
right.
doing
That's right.
something that you love and using your skills, gifts and talents, and you happen to get paid for it, then that's what makes it so phenomenal.
Yeah.
That you're getting paid for that. So
Yeah.
that's great that you have turned your gifts, skills and talents into income.
Yes. And then I do the
That's
cleaning.
exactly-
My maintenance man, I pushed him with the cleaning too. He's like, come on, you are. I'm like, look, y'all know, Trina, this is not your business. I'm like, but it is. But it is. So the cleaning is still going into
Right.
play. And then people will walk in and that's the first thing that they say. It's like, your building, y'all been here for 10 years and it looks still clean and new. I'm like, yeah. And that's where that part of my husband's company and ours just still kicks in because I'm on it there as well.
That's good. And so another question that I have is, because I've heard you mention that you're teaching your kids. I've heard Ronieka mention in the past how she's teaching her kids to be entrepreneurs. How do you, so I have a 24-year-old daughter, how do you keep, and I have proposed things, to try to ignite her entrepreneur. I don't think she'll mind me saying this, I know she'll be watching, but her entrepreneurial energy, if you will. And I feel, how do you keep from your child or children thinking that you want them to be like you, that you want them to follow in your exact footsteps and not do their own thing. How do you do that?
I don't think as a mother there's a way that we can not do that.
Right.
But I just encourage my kids to do better than I did. And I have pushed my kids so much to learn, because you see all these kids fighting and killing and so I'm like, okay, we gotta find something positive. Social media, you got kids trying to commit suicide. You got so much of the negative stuff. So I try to tell my kids, okay, you know what, find something that you like. So I have a dancer, and now she's into braiding hair, and she learned off of YouTube.
Okay.
And cause mommy don't have braiding skills, they need ponytails. So but I don't push them. I don't push them. Cause I did tell them I did want them to do the business, but I have taught my kids too to be respectful and tell me how you feel.
That's right.
Yeah.
So my 13-year-old told me, Mommy, I don't want your business.
Okay.
She's not a clean person. So, but when it comes to making that money, I teach my kids a positive hustle.
That's right.
So, because I have been on the other side of that negative hustle.
Yes.
Right.
So I have to teach my kids that positive hustle.
Yes.
Right.
And Miss Trinh, she knows I'm in her book.
Yes.
Yeah, we I was gonna mention that next.
And my kids read that book. So then they have also read it, and they're like, Mommy, I didn't know you did that. I'm like, this is why I push y'all to be better. I don't want you to be like me. I need you to be better than me.
That's right.
That's good.
Right.
So I think, and then this COVID, that done pushed out so much of their things that I didn't even know my 16-year-old knew how to braid. So she done came out the Mama, here's my money. I'm like, what's this? You got $1,000. So I'm like, well, we need to start pushing you out.
Right.
So now my baby girl, she's doing something else, and she's out there breaking mirrors, and I'm like, what are you doing? And she done made pictures. So they're finding their own. And I don't know if they're looking at Mommy like, okay, Mommy doing this, Mommy doing that, Mommy doing this.
Yeah.
So I need to do something.
Right,
But my goal always with them is become the owner.
Right.
So if you want to cook, be that owner
Oh yeah.
of that restaurant.
Yeah.
You want to be that mechanic, be that mechanic, the owner of that mechanic shop.
That's right.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, so as Treva pointed out, Treva is one of the contributing authors in the book with us, and her chapter is
Look,
your title. Your title. Your title and your chapter is
the purpose. Her purpose.
A Purpose of a Little Girl.
Of a little girl. Yes.
So Treva definitely is one of the authors, and we wanted to bring her on also so you guys would get to know the authors in the book, the other side of us, because we all had other things that we were doing that was consuming our time before we started on the book. So definitely, as you can see, Treva's very busy, and she got a very full life and a plate on her hands. So we're gonna move to our she-mail. And the she-mail, of course, is when our viewers send in questions and concerns, and they want our opinion or perspective on the topics. So we generally let our guests pull from our she-mail bucket, and we will start answering these questions and with our personal opinions. You got one?
Oh, look, I love it. Shout, I just poured it out.
What is more important, what you say or how you say it?
Oh, that's a good one. You can start, Treva.
I would say how I say it.
Yeah.
Because I can say something and it would come off the wrong way if I say it the wrong tone.
Yeah.
So I think it's the way I say it.
Yeah. But Yalonda.
Tone is definitely important.
Yeah.
But I am a woman of words. I like using them. So I think what you say is very important, because I believe words have substance.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I think that both is very important because what you say is going to have an impact on the person, and how you say it can be even more impactful because it's simple. And I think body language is huge. From making facial expressions to hand gestures, and even just saying good morning. You could say good morning in a way that people feel like, is it really good? Or did you really mean it? I mean, do you really want to say anything to me?
Is it?
So, that can be offensive if you're not careful, like you said, with the tone and your approach. So people should be tactful and tasteful because words do hurt.
That's good.
And I believe also, it's both what you say and how you say it, because I can say one thing two different ways.
Yeah.
And I can have two different tones, and my body language can be speaking two other languages, and I can be read by who's ever in the room so many different ways. So I think a combination of both is important. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna try, I think we got time for one more, so let me pull one out. What's the best way to get physically healthy?
I'm not the one.
What is the best
I tried,
way?
but it just
You're
don't
the
work.
asses in the midst
Physically
of the
healthy.
pandemic pounds.
You should pull another one.
I think it starts with the mind.
Okay, we're gonna say something real quick and pull another one. All I can say is keep trying. I've tried like 20 times and I'm on my 21st try to lose weight. So
Consistency is key.
Consistency. Keep at it. You got
just
this,
keep
girl.
trying.
You got it. I got it.
Okay.
Let's try another one. We don't seem to think we're successful, that we got a lot to say about that.
If they can get it today, just say you did it.
Oh, I will say this.
Get a coach. Get someone to help you.
Start with food. Your food choices. You gotta do that. You
Number one.
gotta change your food.
Yes, get a coach.
Okay.
Really,
Ooh.
expertise matters.
Oh my. This one's right here. Get ready, y'all.
Oh goodness.
How do you set boundaries with a sex partner when you know it's no future?
Woo!
How do you set boundaries with a sex partner when you know it's no future?
You just be honest.
That's a booty call, right?
That's what I'm about to say. Be honest. You know it's not.
You know that's what it is. What they call it now?
Girl.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Read it again.
just read it.
You have to set that boundary. You have to.
Well, if you
let
know
them
there's no future, if you're willing, you shouldn't do it. If you're not somebody that's willing to have that casual relationship. If you're into casual sexual relationships, then that's fine. But if it's not, you gotta know yourself. And if you know it's not something that you're emotionally attached and it don't work for you, then I just say you shouldn't do it.
And the boundary is, it's dangerous.
Yes.
Think of the danger that's behind it, because if that's all it is, then it is dangerous.
Sometimes you can't control your emotions too, so.
I mean, it's dangerous.
That's why you don't set yourself up for failure.
So, well, at the end of the day, guys, we're gonna move on. These questions,
us.
but we still want you guys to keep sending them in.
another.
We got time for another one?
For another one.
Okay, yeah, let's try another
We on a
one.
roll
One
today.
more. I mean, you guys are sending in some tough ones.
We are never stuck on questions, and today these questions are
Y'all, we are authentic. Please
Yeah.
understand that.
okay.
Okay.
How do you deal with a broken person?
A broken person.
How do you deal with a broken person?
Well, I mean, I would say you can try to help them pull back the layers and try to help them discover what is broken about them and how they're gonna try and put those pieces together. You can, and the key word is try, because everybody's not ready to receive and accept, and dig deep and look at themselves in the mirror. So that is very therapeutic, and a person has to be ready for that. So there's maybe some traumas and different things they have experienced. So I will also say you could suggest that they go and get professional help. If you feel like they're broken, suicidal, or just out of control, I would say recommend professional help.
And make sure that you and the person both have the same definition of brokenness. That you have an understanding of what brokenness means between the two of you. Because I can't really say someone is broken, I guess, unless they've told me that they feel that they are broken themselves. Now, I can identify things that are unhealthy, things that may indicate that there's trouble, but open communication is really important, so that you can start to help them get to the root cause of what they're challenged by.
And I think that in remembering that, I think that we're all are broken or have been broken at some point in our lives, and just remembering the patience that others have had with us when we were in those broken moments
and stuff.
So,
Yeah. You got any perspective on that, Treva?
Yeah, that's the main thing, cause you don't know where their brokenness is.
Yes.
So you just gotta be honest and make sure y'all both on the same, page.
Okay, well, Treva, let our audience know where they can reach you, how they can reach you.
Well, you can reach DNS Management of Indy. We have a Facebook that is DNS of Indy, Management of Indy.net. You can also reach me personally. I am the secretary of our company, and you have to reach out to me. My husband doesn't return phone calls. The business phone number is 317-658-1074. And we'd be happy to give any quotes or, I always encourage everyone to get bids so they can see, that our price is not to get the next person. So, but you can get us on LinkedIn, and that's
okay. Well, if you guys didn't get that or catch that, and it should be in our comments and stuff below, you can always reach out to us here at She Became Me, and we can get you in touch with Treva at need be. So once again, we would like to say thanks for joining us. Be sure to go to She Became Me 2020 at gmail.com. Continue to send in the notes and the comments.
We'll do better next time.
We truly enjoyed them, but continue to send us in questions and concerns. And don't forget to go to shebecameme.com and subscribe and sign up and leave your email to be a part of the Small Women Self-Development Group. So until next time, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.